My name is Marilyn Brown, and I'm here to introduce you to my work, art and writing that are often, but not always, autobiographical. Reflections on experience and ideas that are often, but not always, serious. A point of view that is often, but not always, eccentric. This stone sculpture reflects my interest in the inner world, but I hope you can tell that it is not a self-portrait. In this picture, you see my grandson briefly thinking inside the box. I'm sure that seconds later he was thinking outside the box. Like him, I generally live and think outside the box. Often the world is topsy-turvy. Its upside-down state went into this collage. This painting, The Dream Pillow, is on the cover of From the Midnight Hours, a collection of poems and essays, personal in nature, but inviting a reader to share the experiences, the feelings, and the thoughts that can keep a mind awake long into the night. I like when readers join the conversation and communicate back. I always want to learn how people cope with this massive, complex thing called life. What sense do we make of it? How do we deal with pain? What brings us our ultimate happiness? The sources of my writing are ordinary daily life, and when sleep finally does come, dreams that are both healing and revealing. When I was about 4, my father told me that I was an artist. Probably the most inspiring thing anyone has ever said to me, but I discovered in my teens that I also wanted to be a writer. I did not start to exhibit paintings until 1977 when I was in my late 30s, or to publish my writing until 2005. My art carries my own name, but when I first created White Canoe Productions, I used the pen name Jody Lewis, and for my favorite novel, Finding April Hollow, also used the name Laura Ziegel. At the time, I thought pseudonyms would detach me at least a little bit from criticism. In fact, nothing keeps criticism detached except realizing that it is irrelevant for some kinds of creative work. So is the name one uses. What does matter is what ought to be undeniable, our right of self-expression, and personal freedom is one of the major issues of my life. If we are fortunate, we feel a call to at least one specific pursuit. Then we hope we have the opportunities to keep that pursuit real every day. Transforming experience into images and words has been my calling. I have been asked, who is your target audience? I am my own first audience. I write to understand what I encounter and to learn what I really believe. But I hope that my work is also for other women of mature years who are looking for something more thought-evoking than sensational literature and more personal than academic writing. They want to think and like to think about a variety of issues and welcome both serious and humorous approaches. My books cover half a dozen genres, but my favorites, poetry, short stories, and essays, are pieces that can be read in a single sitting and reread easily. A reader can pick them up quickly and set them down comfortably, knowing they are accessible. But I've also written a memoir of my mother's struggle with stroke, a few novels, and I'm currently on draft 6 of a 3-act play. I don't presume that my work is for everyone, or that it is only for women, but I hope it reaches those who either are open to diverse views of the world, or who are happy to discover that we share the similar perspective that life, no matter how it plays out, is a spiritual journey unique to every individual, but with many surprising points in common. One of my favorite responses from readers is, "I had never thought about that." Some of these readers may be in search of a new voice and a new vocabulary. Maybe I have that to offer, and in fact, one of the recurring themes among readers who have written to me about my books is exactly that. Thank you for saying what I have felt but could not put into words. Then writing goes beyond the personal and becomes a service, and that to me is the ideal I strive for.